A few years back, a team of orthopedic researchers at Rawalpindi Medical University published a study in the Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care that should have been front-page news. They examined the footwear of 101 patients diagnosed with plantar fasciitis, the most common cause of heel pain requiring medical attention, and found that 83.2% of them were wearing inappropriate shoes every single day. Not occasionally, not during exercise, every day. Shoes with flat soles, no arch support, and no cushioning. The shoes they trusted were the shoes that broke them. The science is not ambiguous. The wrong shoes destroy your feet. And the 5 shoes we're about to show you are the ones doing the most damage, because they're the ones people wear the most. Here are the 5 walking shoes that are actually wrecking your body. And for each one, the exact shoe you should buy instead, backed by biomechanical research and the American Podiatric Medical Association Seal of Acceptance. Secure links are in the description. Let's go! Number 1. Stop wearing Converse Chuck Taylors. Let me be clear, Converse Chuck Taylors are iconic. They look great. They've been around since 1917, and they're one of the worst things you can put on your feet for walking. The Chuck Taylor has a completely flat canvas sole with 0 arch support, 0 cushioning, and 0 heel drop. The vulcanized rubber outsole is roughly 10 millimeters thick. That's it. That is what sits between your foot and the concrete. For reference, a proper walking shoe has 25 to 40 millimeters of cushioning material engineered to absorb impact forces that can reach 3 times your body weight with every step. But here is the part that podiatrists really hate. The Chuck Taylor has no heel counter. That is the rigid structure at the back of the shoe that holds your heel in place and prevents lateral movement. Without it, your ankle rolls inward with every step, a motion called overpronation. And that rolling motion sends a chain reaction of misalignment up through your knee, your hip, and your lower back. One podiatrist we interviewed described Converse as the absolute epitome of bad footwear. Another called them the single most common shoe he sees on patients under 35 who come in complaining of plantar fasciitis. They share some barefoot properties, but the pointed toe box actually compresses the forefoot, which can lead to bunions, Morton's neuroma, and hammer toe over time. Walking in Chuck Taylors is like driving a car with no suspension over a gravel road. You feel every single impact, and eventually something breaks. Buy instead ASICS Gel Kayano 31. The Gel Kayano is the shoe that the podiatrist who trashed your Converse actually wears himself. ASICS has been making the Kayano line for over 30 years, and the version 31 is the most refined stability walking shoe on the market. The 4D guidance system provides adaptive stability that responds to your specific gait pattern. It doesn't force your foot into a predetermined motion path the way old-school motion control shoes used to. The FF Blast Plus Eco midsole cushioning delivers cloud-like performance that absorbs impact without feeling mushy or unstable. Rear foot Pure Gel technology handles the landing phase with lightweight cushioning that makes hard pavement feel forgiving. If you overpronate, if you have flat feet, if you have ever had plantar fasciitis, the Kayano 31 is the shoe that fixes what Converse broke. Number 2. Stop wearing cheap flip-flops. You know exactly which ones I'm talking about. The rubber flip-flops from Old Navy, the gas station, the hotel gift shop. The ones that cost $4 and disintegrate after one summer. Every podiatrist we interviewed named flip-flops as either the worst or second worst shoe for walking. Every single one. Here's why. When you wear a flip-flop, your toes have to grip the shoe with every step to keep it from flying off your foot. That gripping motion is called claw toeing, and it forces the small muscles in your feet to work overtime in a way they were never designed to. Over time, this leads to tendinitis, toe deformities, and chronic forefoot pain. But that is just the beginning. Flip-flops have no arch support, no heel cushion, and no stability features whatsoever. The flat design forces your plantar fascia, the thick band of tissue that runs along the bottom of your foot, to absorb every single impact without any help. That is how plantar fasciitis starts. And once plantar fasciitis starts, it can take months or even years to fully resolve. Then there's the trip hazard. Flip-flops alter your gait. You take shorter steps. You shuffle. Your feet are exposed to the ground. One curb, one wet surface, one uneven sidewalk, and you're face first on concrete with zero protection. Buy instead Hoka Bondi 9. If flip-flops are the 0 of walking shoes, the Hoka Bondi 9 is the 100. This is the most cushioned walking shoe on the market, and it is the #1 recommendation from podiatrists for anyone dealing with joint pain, plantar fasciitis, or anyone who simply wants the softest possible ride on hard surfaces. The Bondi 9 has a 41mm heel stack height. That is over 4 centimeters of premium foam between your heel and the ground. The new midsole foam delivers a soft, resilient ride that absorbs impact without bottoming out, even after 8-hour days on concrete. The Meta Rocker geometry creates a curved sole that rolls you through each step naturally, reducing the effort required for forward motion and taking stress off your plantar fascia. Stop walking on rubber slabs. Your feet deserve better. Number 3. Stop wearing Crocs Classic Clogs. I know, you love your Crocs. They're easy to slip on. They're comfortable in the garden. They come in fun colors. And for standing in your kitchen or walking to the mailbox, they're fine. But people are not using them for that. People are wearing Crocs to Disney World, to airports, on 5-mile walks, on European vacations where they're covering 20,000 steps a day on cobblestone. And that is where Crocs become a problem. The Crocs Classic Clog has no heel counter. Your heel sits in an open cavity with nothing holding it in place. Every step requires your foot to stabilize itself inside a shoe that's not designed to provide stability. The result is excessive lateral motion, inconsistent gait patterns, and an increased risk of ankle sprains. The sole is made from Croslite foam, which is soft and lightweight but provides minimal arch support and limited shock absorption compared to purpose-built walking shoe midsoles. The foam compresses over time and doesn't bounce back the way engineered EVA or nitrogen-infused foams do. A 3-month-old pair of Crocs has significantly less cushioning than the day you bought them. And the loose fit creates friction. You get blisters on the tops of your toes, the sides of your feet, and the backs of your heels. Exactly the areas where a properly fitted walking shoe would eliminate movement entirely. Buy instead Brooks Ghost Max 3. The Brooks Ghost Max 3 is the walking shoe that gives you what Crocs promise but cannot deliver. Effortless comfort that actually supports your feet over real distances. A high stack of nitrogen-infused DNA Loft V3 cushioning reduces pressure underfoot, while maintaining its structure over hundreds of miles. This is not foam that compresses and dies after a few months. DNA Loft V3 uses nitrogen infusion to create a midsole that stays bouncy and responsive, long after cheaper foams have gone flat. The Glide Roll Rocker promotes smooth heel-to-toe transitions, meaning the shoe actively helps you walk more efficiently instead of making your muscles do all the work. The wide base provides inherent stability without bulky support structures. Your foot sits on a platform that prevents rolling without restricting natural movement. Number 4. Stop wearing ballet flats. Ballet flats are flip-flops with better marketing. That's it. They have a thin sole, 0 arch support, 0 cushioning, and a construction designed entirely around aesthetics. The fact that they look elegant doesn't change the fact that they're functionally identical to walking barefoot on a leather-wrapped piece of cardboard. The thin sole provides no shock absorption. Every step on a hard surface sends the full impact force directly into your heel, your metatarsals, and your joints. The narrow toe box compresses the forefoot, which is particularly damaging for women who are already at higher risk for bunions and Morton's neuroma. And the complete absence of a heel counter means your foot slides around inside the shoe with every step. Multiple podiatrists we interviewed specifically called out ballet flats as a leading cause of foot problems in women between 25 and 45. The shoe doesn't bend at the ball of the foot, it bends in the middle, which disrupts normal gait mechanics and places strain on areas of the foot that are not designed to absorb it. If you want a shoe that looks good and doesn't wreck your feet, you do not have to choose between style and support. That is a false choice created by fashion brands that do not employ podiatrists. Buy instead New Balance Fresh Foam X 1080 V15. The 1080 V15 is New Balance's flagship cushioning shoe, and it's the best option for people who want a walking shoe that doesn't look like a medical device. The silhouette is sleek, the colorways are modern, and the technology inside is clinical grade. The new Infineon foam midsole replaces the previous Fresh Foam X and delivers superior cushioning and energy return that keeps your legs fresh over long distances. This is foam that was engineered to resist compression, meaning mile 10 feels like mile 1 instead of feeling like you're walking on packed down cotton. The contoured perforated mesh upper is lightweight and breathable, while maintaining enough structure to hold your foot securely in place. The wide toe box allows your toes to spread naturally, which is critical for avoiding the forefoot compression that ballet flats cause. And the rocker geometry promotes efficient heel-to-toe transitions that reduce strain on the plantar fascia. Number 5. Stop wearing cheap Amazon walking shoes. Search for walking shoes on Amazon. Sort by price, low to high. You'll find dozens of shoes between $20 and $35 from brands you've never heard of. Watt, STQ, AKK, Fly Socks, all promising cloud-like comfort, orthopedic support, and arch support. The listings have 15,000 reviews. The photos show memory foam insoles. The descriptions use words like ergonomic and podiatrist recommended. They are lying. These shoes use basic PU or low-density EVA foam that compresses permanently within weeks. The memory foam insole feels soft in the store, but provides zero structural support. It simply conforms to whatever shape your foot already is, including the bad parts. If you have a collapsed arch, memory foam doesn't lift it. It collapses with it. The outsoles are thin, slippery rubber that wears through in months. The uppers are unstructured knit that stretches out and offers no lateral stability. And the arch support that the listing promises is typically a tiny bump in the insole that sits in the wrong place for most foot types. The worst part is that these shoes feel comfortable for the first 2 weeks. That is by design. Soft foam feels good immediately, but soft foam without structure is actively harmful over distance and time. By the time the foam packs down and the pain starts, you're outside the return window and blaming your feet instead of your shoes. Buy instead Saucony Echelon 9. The Saucony Echelon 9 is the walking shoe that cheap Amazon brands are trying and failing to imitate. It has the APMA seal of acceptance. It is recommended by podiatrists across the country. And it delivers legitimate clinical-grade support at a price point that makes the cost-per-year argument against cheap shoes undeniable. Saucony built the Echelon around what they call a foundation platform, a neutral, roomy last that accommodates virtually any foot shape without cramping the toes or pinching the midfoot. The Power Run cushioning is a thick bed of lightweight foam that absorbs impact without compressing into nothing after a few weeks. This is not memory foam that conforms to your problems. This is engineered midsole material that maintains its structure over hundreds of miles. The verdict: your feet are the foundation of your entire skeletal system. Every misalignment that starts at your sole travels upward through your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your spine. A shoe that doesn't support your arch forces your knee to compensate. A shoe that doesn't cushion your heel forces your lower back to absorb the shock. A shoe that doesn't stabilize your ankle forces every joint above it to work harder to keep you balanced. Stop buying shoes based on how they look. Stop buying shoes based on how they feel in the store for 30 seconds. Start buying shoes based on what podiatrists, biomechanical researchers, and the APMA actually recommend. Your feet carry you through every single day of your life. The least you can do is carry them back. Links to all recommended shoes are in the description below. Stay safe and keep it valid.